Good morning, everyone. My name is Leila, and this is Gentle Yoga. Gentle Yoga is what we're going to do is go through a series of moves, and we're going to hold them for 4 to 5 breaths. It's more of a stretching type of yoga. So if I were you, what I would do is turn on some praise and worship music just to have in the background. That is what I use during my classes. And just be here now. So let's get started. Go ahead and close those eyes. Give those shoulders a big roll. Palms facing up in your lap. Eyes closed. Focus on the breath, bringing it all the way down. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Or you can keep it through the nose the whole time. Settle in. Again, pulling that breath all the way down. Let's take and walk those hands out front. Let the head fall to the floor as you reach to that wall in front of you. Take and walk it back. Take an inhale as you bring those hands up. Place them together. Hold. A couple of long breaths here. Take and turn. Take and release. Put one hand on the knee, other hand comes back behind. Taking this into what's called happy twist. Take and release. Bring that hand down to the side of the mat. Other arm comes up and over. Release. Walk those hands out front. Let the head fall. Walk it back, rolling up a vertebrae at a time. Inhale, bring those hands up together. Again, pull that breath all the way down. Slowly turn. Release, bring one hand down on the knee, other hand comes back behind. Look over that shoulder for happy twist. Release, hand comes down by your side. Bring that other hand up and over. Take and release, roll the shoulders. Let's take and put those knees, if you're able, and bring them into what's called cow face. Feet are gonna come out right by the hips. Then let's take and bring that arm across, look over that shoulder, rotate that wrist. Release, bring it up and over for triceps. Keep that chin up. Long breaths. Take that top hand, bring it down and around. Release. We're going to switch those knees. Again, bringing it into that cow face. Other knee is on top. If you can't bring your knees like that, just keep them the way they were. Bring that arm across, look over that shoulder, rotate that wrist. Bring it up and over for triceps. Again, keep that chin up. Long breaths. Top hand, bring it down and around. And release. Roll the shoulders. We're going to take it onto all fours. I want your fingers spread apart. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders, and I want you to push yourself back into child's pose. Long breaths here. Bring yourself up. We're going to do a couple of those cat and cows. I want you to exhale as you round your back, bringing that chin to the chest, taking it up into cat. Inhale as you bring it up to cow. Again, exhale, round that back. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up into cat. And inhale to cow. Let's take and extend that right hand, left foot, taking it up into that bird dog. Finding that balance, gaze is at the mat. Long breaths. And switch. If you find this too difficult, bring that knee down and just extend the hand. Take it down into what's called low plank. I'm going to be up on my toes, but you definitely can drop it down to your knees. We're going to hold. We're working on that core. If you're on your toes, you can do what's called that alternating knee drop. Slow and controlled, just dropping the knee. Don't forget to breathe. Then let yourself go down onto the mat. Hands come a little bit forward. Inhale up into cobra. And exhale as you push yourself back into child's pose. Couple long breaths here. Take yourself back up to all fours. We're going to take and extend that right hand forward. We're going to thread the needle. You're going to take and bring your side of the face down to the mat, down to that shoulder. Bring it up. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Extend that left hand. Bring that right hand through. Let's take and release. Bring those hands back down, right under the shoulders. We're going to take it up into what's called a high plank. Feet hip width apart. Take and slowly push yourself back into a downward dog. Let's do 4 to 5 breaths here. Pull yourself back into that high plank. What we're going to do now is take that right foot, step it up to that right hand, bring that left knee down onto the mat, bring yourself up. As you push those hips forward, bring those hands up. Bring those hands together, pull them down to the chin, take and twist. Bring that left elbow on that right knee. This whole time I want you to be focusing on those breaths, slow and controlled. Take and bring the hands down, walk yourself back, point those toes up to the ceiling. You're going to feel that stretch all the way up that hamstring. Breathe into this. Walk yourself back, hands come down. We're going to take and bring that right foot back again in that downward dog position. Push yourself back. 4 to 5 long breaths here. Pull yourself back to plank. This time it's that left foot. You're going to step it up to that left hand. Right knee comes down. Walk yourself up, push the hips forward, bring your arms up. Hands come together, pull them down to the chin. We're going to take and twist. Release, hands come down, walk yourself back, pointing those toes up, feeling that stretch in that hamstring. Breathe into this. Walk your hands back. Bring that foot back. We're just slowly gonna lower your body down. I'm gonna hold it into hover. You definitely can drop it down to the knees. It's just hold, facing the mat. Couple of breaths. Release yourself down. Push your hands forward. We're gonna take and lift that right hand, left foot, gaze is at the mat. And switch. Take and bring the hands down to the side, palms facing up. Take yourself up into locust. Long breaths. Release, hands come down. Push yourself up into cobra. Inhale and exhale as you push yourself back into child's pose. Long breaths. And we're going to take it up to standing. I'm going to come to the top of my mat. Give my shoulders a roll, palms facing forward. Eyes closed, still focusing on that breath. Pulling it all the way down, standing tall into mountain. Take an inhale as you bring those hands up, taking it into that back bend. Hold. Take it, release, bring those hands heart center. I want you to inhale as you bring those hands up. Exhale, swan dive it down into a fold. You can fold your arms, place them on the back of the feet, front of the feet, just let the head fall. Couple long breaths here. Slowly roll it up. Let's take and bring those hands heart center. Inhale, bring those hands up. Exhale, long exhale. As you bring it down into that fold, keep exhaling. Inhale up, back is flat. Hands are on top of the knees. Exhale, bring those hands back down and step those feet back as you keep exhaling. And exhale it back into that downward dog. Long breaths here as you slowly walk that dog. Bring it back to plank. Step those feet forward. Slowly roll it up. Hands heart center. Inhale, bring those hands up. Exhale. Swan dive it down into that fold. Inhale, hands come above the knees. Long exhale as your hands come down to the mat and you step those feet back. And bringing it back into that downward dog. Let's take and bring that right foot up to the ceiling. Hold. Long breaths. And as you slowly pull yourself back to plank, pull that right knee forward, taking yourself into pigeon. You can keep it here, or drop yourself down into low. Long breaths. Take and bring those hands up. If you're able, reach back and take that foot. Light pull on the foot, feel that stretch in the quad. Take and release, hands come down. Hold that right foot back, exhale. Back into that downward dog. Long breaths. This time we're taking that left foot, bringing it up to the ceiling, hold. And as you slowly pull yourself to plank, pull that left knee through, taking yourself into pigeon. You can keep it here or drop yourself down into low. Bring your hands up. If you're able, reach back and take that foot. Light pull. Feel that stretch in the quad. Take and release. Hands come down. Pulling that back. And we're going to step it. And bring it up. Hold a couple of breaths. Take an inhale, bring those hands up. Exhale, gonna take it back into that fold. Holding it here. Hands are going to come down by that right foot. You're going to step that left foot back, taking it into a lunge. We're going to keep it here, a couple of breaths. Now you can keep it here, or you can take that hand, put it down, and you can open it. Bring that hand back down. We're going to adjust that back foot. And we're going to bring it up to standing and taking it into that warrior one. Release, bring it up. Let's take it into that warrior two. Couple of breaths. And reverse warrior. Release, step it back, hands heart center, inhale. Bring those hands up, exhale, take it back into that fold. We're going to do that series on the other side. Hands come down. Going to step that right foot back, taking it into that lunge. Couple of breaths. Now again, you can keep it here or drop that hand and open it. Bring that hand down, just that back foot, taking it into warrior one. Release, warrior two. And reverse warrior. Going to release that. We're going to adjust those feet, hands heart center, taking it down into a plie squat. Long breaths. Now you can alternate, picking up those heels, or you can bring them both up and hold. Don't forget to breathe. Now any of these moves, you can keep them longer if you wish. We're going to drop the heels, pull the shoulder blades together, opening up into what's called sun god. Release. Let's widen that stance. We're going to take it down into a forward fold. Legs are straddled. Long breaths here. Take and walk your hands out front. Put a slight bend in those elbows, feeling that upper body work. Hold. Walk it back. Let's slowly take and walk it to the right. Hold. Your right knee is bent. Now you're going to take it, put that right elbow on that right knee, bring that arm up and over. Hold. Breathe. Release, bring it back down. Straddle. And we're rocking it to the left. Bending that left knee. Hands are by that left foot. Hold. Feel that stretch in this leg. Gonna take, put that left elbow on that left knee, bring that arm up and over. I'm working up a sweat. Release, walk it down. And we're slowly gonna bring those feet together, rolling it up, feet hip width apart. You're going to take it into that chair. Don't forget to breathe. We're going to take and twist. Back to regular chair. Twist on the other side. Back to regular chair. And release, shake it out. We're gonna take it back down onto the floor, onto the mat. All right, let's take and bring those feet straight out, toes pointing up. Roll the shoulders, hands beside you. Long breaths here. This is called stick. Pull that breath all the way down. Then take and pull those hands back. We're gonna press those hips up to the ceiling. Elbows are soft. Incline plank. Working some more core. Hold. If you'd rather take the feet, bring them in. You can take it to tabletop. Whatever works best for you. Take and release. Take and bring those hands right center. Inhale. Bring those hands up. Exhale. Let the head fall to the knees. This is not forced. With every breath, just let that head fall a little further to the knees. I'm going to take in turns so you can see me. Take those bottoms of the feet together. Put them into what's called butterfly, light press on those thighs. Then release that right foot. Take and bring those hands right center. Inhale, bring those hands up. Exhale, let the head fall to the knee. Inverted hurdle stretch. Bring it up. Bring those feet back together. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Release that left foot. Hands heart center. Inhale, bring those hands up. Exhale, let the head fall to the knee. And roll it up. We're going to take and turn, bring it down to the mat. Hoping you can still see me. Bring in those hands heart center. Working some core work here. We're going to take and lift the upper body and the feet up off the mat. And it's going to be a hold. If you have any back pain, I want you to bring the feet down. Long, core, strong. Couple of breaths. Release. Let's do that one more time. Hands heart center and lift. Release, bring those hands down. Feet come up onto the mat. We're going to take and lift those hips. Push them up into the ceiling, into bridge, clasp underneath. Hold. Don't forget to breathe. And release. Let's take and pull those knees in. I want you to rock them back and forth. Massaging that back into the mat. Keep that right knee. Let the left foot go down onto the mat. Let's rotate that ankle. Then extend that right foot up to the ceiling. You're gonna take and put a gentle pull on that calf. Bring in that knee to nose. Release. Pull that left knee in. Extend that left foot up to the ceiling. Gentle pull on the calf. Bring in that knee to nose. Then take and release. What I want you to do is extend those hands out to the side. You're going to pick up those knees and slowly let them go all the way down to the right. Let them go all the way down, keeping the shoulder blades down on the mat. Breathe into this stretch. Slowly pick them up. Bring them to the other side. Long breaths. And bring them down. Hands are going to go by your side, palms facing up. This is time that you would take, just go back to those mindful breaths. Closing your eyes. I want you to think of the body where you're going to think of making sure you can wiggle the toes. With every breath, work your way up to the legs. Every breath, they're going to fall deeper into the mat. Think of the glutes, your shoulders, wiggling those fingers. Working your way up to the face, making sure there's no stresses in the face. Lord knows we've had lots of stresses in these past few days. Closing the eyes, bring that tongue down away from the roof of the mouth. And again, going back to those mindful breaths. You would lay here for about 5 to 10 minutes if you wish. And just be in here now. After that, what I want you to do is slowly bring yourself up onto the mat. You're gonna roll the shoulders, palms facing up, eyes closed, still focusing on those breaths. Take and bring the ear down to the shoulder, keep the shoulders down. Release, other side. Take and bring those hands heart center. I want you to inhale as you bring those hands up. Exhale as you bring them down. Let's do that again. One more time. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you guys are having a good time. I can do a few more of these if you let Tammy know. And I can't wait to see all your faces again.